Hello and welcome back. This time we're going to take a look at Fatal Fury Special for the Neo Geo. And the reason why I'm taking a look at this game is that it's the 20th anniversary of the King of Fighters. Now you might be saying, well, what the hell does Fatal Fury Special have to do with the King of Fighters? Well, I mean, the thing is that if you look at it this way, the Fatal Fury team is present in the King of Fighters every single iteration it comes out. Also, in Fatal Fury Special, if you're good enough and you make it through the game without losing a match, you'll go into kind of like what they call like a dream match. And in that dream match, you'll fight none other than Ryo Sakazaki from the Art of Fighting series. And if people are familiar with the Art of Fighting series, you'll know that, especially in Art of Fighting 2, if you clear through the game without losing a match, you'll fight a young Geese Howard. So that's the intertwine. There's stories, even though the Art of Fighting series takes place in the late 70s, I believe. And then, of course, the Bogart brothers get older, blah, blah, blah. And then that's how the Fatal Fury series comes into play, and Geese is much older. Okay, so the game came out in 1993. It's rated at 150 meg, produced and developed by SNK. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with, you're going to see I'm going to unlock them, familiar with the Fatal Fury series, basically it has a line switching system, whereas in the real bout, it's you kind of sway yourself into the background. Here you kind of like jump or fly into the background and all. And the setup is pretty much like King of Fighters. You have your light punch, hard punch, light kick, hard kick, and you even got your C and D. You can do kind of like a powerful blow, as you see right there. Now in Fatal Fury Special, they bring back some of the classic characters such as Duck King, Tung Fu Roo, Billy Kane, and they even have the bosses like Axel Hawk, what the hell is it, Lawrence Blood. Of course, Geese has been resurrected again, like Jesus, and Wolfgang Krauss also. So the thing is that basically it just takes the previous cast, adds a couple classic favorites, and adds the bosses. And as you can see here, that's Ryo Sakazaki. Alright, so let's choose where we want him to go. Now, you can achieve getting Ryo without using the Unibios, but it's some real demanding ass code. I remember, I think I tried to try it when I was a kid, and it was fucking impossible. With a lot of joystick motions, it can bring you to fucking tears. Seriously, that's how fucking ridiculous it is. Now you can see right there that Ryo is pretty damn strong. Now you might be saying, well, what else is different about Fatal Fury Special that's different from Fatal Fury 2? Other than, of course, a larger cast of characters. Also, the newer characters, or the classic characters, have all new backgrounds. And they look significantly better because it looks like probably new artists were working on them. Possibly some of the Capcom team, because I know a few of them defected from Capcom to work at SNK at one point. And they look really well drawn. The animation's beautiful. The stage introductions are excellent. So, yeah, it's really pleasing to the eye looking at them. There's also some, what do you call, Easter eggs in here. You get a lot of like little cameos, especially Kim Cap 1. Like in certain backgrounds, and if you do certain things, you'll see him flying through the background, which is kind of cool. Then you'll see some other stuff happen in the backgrounds, like in my stage where you have this like ninja on a fish. Some other cute shit that goes on. Let's see what else. Also, if you knock a particular character out, I've seen it myself, where if you knock a particular character out, let's say on Andy's stage, like I was with using Mai, and I got knocked out, and all my fans flew all across the board. There was even one time, I don't know if I was using Duck King, like if you got knocked out at a certain point, you have like a whole bunch of chicks that are flying out of you. Just some really cool stuff that they added in here, and A lot of different secrets and things you can discover. Really making it a fan favorite. And this is where a lot of people believe the series really started to take hold and become really good. Now, true, the other Fatal Furies had their, had a lot of nice detail, graphics, etc. But here, it's a bit more polished, especially the gameplay, because Fatal Fury 2, what Fatal Fury 2 suffered from was like a lack of a combination system. Here, it becomes a bit more refined. Not as refined, I was to say, as a Street Fighter at that point, but pretty damn close, making it a more competitive tournament-style type of game. Also, with the tournament-style type of game, you have increased difficulty. And, like, when watching, like, Gadget UK's video, he talked about how difficult it is. And yes, it is quite difficult, quite a bit more difficult than Fatal Fury 2. But if you practice with the game, and give it your go and try and learn all the characters and moves, you can pretty much get through it. I mean, it just takes a lot of time and practice, of course, like anything. So what else can there say? Gameplay's been a bit more refined. You have more characters. There's really not much more anything to say. Now, as far as being able to get this game, you should be able to get it anywhere. The game came out to numerous systems. Hell, I remember it coming out to the Super Nintendo. But if you don't have the SNES, then go for the PS2 Volume 1 Battle Archives, and you can play not only, the Fatal Furies, from 1 to, I think it's 3, and then the second compilation is all the real bouts, minus Garou. It's definitely one to check out. And it might have come to the PC Engine and a couple other things. I'm not exactly sure on that. But it's definitely all the different virtual consoles and stuff. So, definitely check the game out. It's worthwhile. It's just an outstanding game. The graphics are beautiful. Like, even, like Gadget UK was talking about, like, the parallax scrolling. Just the overall detail in the backgrounds, the character animation. It's just really well made. And it has a higher production value. And it's just an outstanding game in general. So definitely check the game out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Just give it the time to learn the moves and put some time into it, and you'll really enjoy it. Alright, what I'm going to do is leave you with maybe a tad more gameplay, and I'm out. Alright, this will be the last match. I really enjoyed Ducklings Stage. Probably one of the best looking stages with all the lights and shit going on. All sorts of flashy shit. Alright then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.